official. I think it's time for my Florence Pugh obsession to leak into my YouTube because it's been everywhere else on all of my different social media channels. I am obsessed with her. I have been for the past few years. I mean, her in Little Women, Midsummer, Lady Macbeth, I mean, all of her roles. She has quickly become one of my favorite, not only celebrities, but also just people in general to follow on Instagram. Like, besides all of her movies, even if I just found her Instagram, like, that alone would make me love her so much. She's like what got me through quarantine with her Cooking with Flo videos. And so I figured, you know, accidental parallel to that, I follow one of her makeup artists, and she's always posting like her different looks and stuff. And I always love Florence's makeup looks. I feel like they're just like so natural, and you can tell it's her through them, and I really love that. And if you guys watch my channel, like especially as of lately, I've been really focused on natural beauty for the past couple years, and just like enhancing my face and my skin and like letting things show through and not caring about that. So I figured it's summer and I feel like it's like just too hot to do anything but natural looks. So anyway, that leads me to today, a Florence Pugh inspired makeup tutorial, and I kind of did my research for this, guys. Like, I actually did my research. I've read every article about well, there's only like a couple about Florence Pugh and her makeup routine and like her makeup artist for her skin and different things like that. I watch every interview of her ever, and I've picked up little things that she's said, which are not a lot, about her makeup. Nonetheless, we're going to figure it out here today. I have one specific look that I'm going for, and it is this one, and I think she looks so beautiful. I mean, it like really enhances her natural beauty while still being like very delicate, and I think that's what I love most about this look. And it has kind of like a shimmery-ish pinky toned, like taupey eye, and like a little bit of definition on the eye, that kind of thing. And so we're gonna dive into that. It's like a picture I've had saved on my phone for so long. I did so many times to my same makeup Pinterest board, and I figured, you know, I'm gonna try to do that today. It seems pretty simple, but I kind of want to do it as close to her in the picture as possible. So also, thank you so much to Merit for sponsoring today's video. If you don't know what Merit is, they are a clean beauty brand all about minimalism and less is more, which is their whole branding and statement, which I love so much. If you guys watched, I have a Merit video from when they first launched, and since then I've used them, I'm not kidding, I think every single day. Since then, you guys have heard me on Instagram raving about especially their illuminator, but every single one of their products. Merit has become such a staple in my makeup routine, and I personally thought it would be a perfect match to incorporate them into a Florence video, because when I think of Florence, I think of less is more and natural beauty and being authentic to yourself, you know, and letting your like personality and your skin and everything to shine through. And so that's what I love most about Merit and Florence. So like I said, in my head, a match made in heaven. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Thank you so much again to Merit for sponsoring. If you did watch my first Merit video, this kind of puts all my thoughts in one place and gives you an updated review maybe. So yeah, spoiler alert, I don't think I have anything negative to say about them, but anyway, yeah, so we're going to go into that. And really quick, if you are not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe down below and follow my Instagram, all that kind of stuff. So let's get into the Florence look. It looks good or not, sorry guys. This is my makeup doing headband that kind of pushes all of my makeup away. I got it on Etsy and I love it so much. Giving very midsummer vibes. I don't know if I ever say that right, but that's what I thought when I had it on earlier. But anyway, I zoomed you in a little bit so you can get in close. You guys, when I say I did my research, I'm not kidding. I went through this Refinery 29 article. It's from 2020, but it's Florence Pugh's makeup artist spills all of her beauty secrets. And so I figured what I'm going to do is kind of go through each step that the makeup artist lists and kind of find a product similar to that in my collection, because I am trying not to buy unnecessary products. Although I would love to, you know, spend this $90 on a oxygen booster primer. I don't think that's what I should be doing. So what we're going to do, like I said, is find dupes kind of in my like stuff that I already have and kind of go off of that. So we're gonna go with first, it's called the Amor Visca, I don't know if that's right, Oxygen Booster, is probably not, Oxygen Booster. Into, which I think is the makeup artist, says that it's like a lightweight plumping serum made from natural minerals sourced in Budapest. Often followed by the brand's moisturizer too. So first we're going to go in with this Ren Clean Skincare Perfect Canvas Primer, and it is a clean, you know, skincare brand like that other one, and it does plump my skin a lot. I feel like if anything, this is like the main thing that plumps my skin, and so we're gonna go in with that first. And then we're going to go in with a little bit of a moisturizer and kind of just make sure the skin is all prepped and nice, because I know that's what all this makeup artists do. So we're doing that. But this one feels so nice on the skin. Okay, been about an hour. I got a bubble tea because I was waiting for my neighbors to stop mowing their lawn. But anyway, before that, I did apply this no beauty or no skincare calming day moisturizer. I really love this stuff. It has cannabis sativa extract, hemp oil, and chamomile. I love chamomile for my skin for some reason. Her makeup artist also says her whole approach is to enhance her natural beauty, and that starts with a fresh skin base. So we have that. And then we're going to go in. Next step of the process says they go in with like a foundation. And then what they use is the Suku Nude Wear Liquid SPF 15. And it says that it's lightweight and fresh. And so I figured, okay, I'm going to pull a lightweight and fresh foundation, which is my Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. And I'm going to use that one. And then they also use a concealer, which is the It Cosmetics by Under Eye Concealer, because it looks really natural and wears like bare skin. So I figured to go in with my Merit Perfecting Complexion Stick as my concealer. So I'm going to do that really quick and with the Ilia Skin Tint, and I'm just rubbing that all in with my fingers just to make sure everything gets in super nice and natural looking. Kind of prep the skin, give it a nice little base to work around, and then I'm going to pat it in with my beauty blender just because I figured that kind of always gets like the excess. But I can see my skin through it still and like my freckles and stuff, so I'm going to try to kind of keep all of that while still like covering up everything, kind of looking like a little bit more runway ready but natural. Now I'm going to go on my Perfecting Complexion Stick, which you can tell gets a lot of love. I love this one as a concealer and as a foundation. I kind of use it as like my no foundation day, and I have very acne prone skin slash like a lot of dark spots, as you can see, like my acne scarring. And this is actually one of my only products that really conceal it. And it's not cakey or anything. So I'm going to blend that in with my beauty blender just again because I love beauty blender. It makes everything look so natural and really seep into the skin, I feel like. So I'm just going to go in like that. I'm gonna go over my eyes just to give a little bit of a base as well. This stuff is so creamy. Next on their list, they have this Jurlique Silk Finishing Powder. And normally I would wait to go in with the powder after, so I think I'm gonna skip that one and then go back to it right after I do like my blush and my bronzer, because in here they mention using a dewy highlighter. And my favorite cream slash highlight palette of all time is the Tom Ford's Classic Shade and Illuminate. Tone Scintillate shade comes with a soft champagne highlighter that instantly warms Florence's face. I actually often use a cocktail of like 2 different illuminators. So there's that one and then the Sensei Supreme Illuminator. Use my fingers and dab it over the high points of the skin. I also love it on the shoulders and collarbone. So they kind of like do that in different areas. But I'm going to try to keep it as minimal as I can. I'm just going to go in with my Merit highlighting balm because I feel like this will just do the trick. This is my favorite highlighter that I've ever used. I think I've ever said that from any other product. I don't know, this highlighter, it just, I don't know if you can see the texture of it, but the way that it makes my skin so dewy, if you can see that. And in this picture of Florence, it looks like she has highlight down the nose and on the tip and then up to here too. And I add a little bit more of this at the end. We'll just see how everything goes. But as for right now, I'm just going to do this one and kind of blend it in to the skin just with my fingers, because as you can see, it makes me look so dewy. I mentioned the Tom Ford Duo and it had a blush in it, and they didn't mention that they used the blush on her. I'm going to go in with this Merit blush. It's called the Cheek Color in the color Cheeky, which I love so much. It's just like a really beautiful mauve color, and I feel like in this picture, this will work really well. I think I'm going to use it on my lips as well because it looks like the perfect shade. So I'm going to kind of follow where they put theirs. Peachy mauve. I wouldn't say it's like too mauvey, but I'm gonna keep it like that. Merit brush just a little bit so that I still keep the color. I'm gonna go in a little bit on my nose, just a tiny bit. I haven't been able to find in any articles or anything a bronzer, so I'm going to go in with my Alley Oop Stack the Odds palette in Sunkissed, and I'm just going to take my liquid or cream bronzer and just add it, because in the picture it does look like she has a little bit of bronzer on, and I want to keep it kind of dewy, so I'm going to go in with the cream rather than a powder one and just kind of set it where I want it, because this is like one of my favorite cream bronzers. And I'm just going to add a little bit on the sides of my nose because it does look like she's wearing it on there. I don't know. And this stuff blends out really beautifully. You'll see that Florence is going to be in a movie with Harry Styles. I keep seeing like the still shots and stuff from it, or like just fan pictures, and God, they look good. I mean, the whole cast does. It's just so exciting. And I still have yet to see Black Widow. I didn't even mention in the beginning, Black Widow. And when I'm mentioning like all of the movies she's in and stuff, I didn't even mention that. That's like what everyone's freaking out about right now. And I haven't seen it yet. I keep telling Jared that I want to go and I want to go and I want to go, and we kept forgetting. So anyway, I'm going to go in with a pore blurring powder is what they say they use, and it's like a natural finish. This is my Kosas Breezy Cloud Set, and I'm just going to take a little bit of a brush here and go in with powder on my T-zone and focus it there just to keep it like picture ready, like we're about to go to a red carpet, you know? Can't have a oily T-zone, although I'll take anything oily. Me with my dry skin, I'm fine if I have an oily T-zone, because better than like my dry T-zone, you know? I love this powder by Kosas. I did it in my last impressions video from Sephora, and it just looks so natural. Just a tiny bit more spice. I'm gonna go in with my what is this called, Milani Baked Blush in Dulce Pink, and just add a little bit to the top of my face, just to kind of add back in that blush that we kind of covered. And the same thing for my Merit Dew Balm. So I'm just going to add that back into my nose and on the tips, because I probably should have waited maybe to put that on. Okay, next are the brows, the iconic brows. Florence has the most beautiful luscious brows. They say they use the Glossier Brow Flick, the Dior Show Brow Styler, and kind of do like a mix of those. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do my own spin, because I don't have like a pen for eyebrows, and I don't really know if it would work on mine. My Merit Voluminizing Pomade in the shade Brown, and then my Alley-oop Pen Pal, and going with like the brown shade in that. But first I'm gonna go in and just kind of like fill in the little sparse spots of my brow and give them a little bit of shape, so that whenever I go in with the pomade, they'll really, you know. I love this because it's super versatile too. There's like a lip shade, a black eyeliner, and then like a highlighting shade. So I'll link everything down below that I'm using. I figured I'd mention that. I'm going to go in, did I say it's a shade Brown? And this packaging is beautiful, of course. Same with all Merit product, and like my top 3 favorite eyebrow products that I've ever used. It really makes my brows stay in place the whole day, and it gives them a really nice color. This is actually one of my favorite colors that I've used for my brow as well, because for some reason, if you're like me, who I have like super blonde hair at the end, but my natural is like a taupey brown, it's hard for me to find something that like is not too light but not too dark that I like on my skin, or on my brows, and this is just one of them. Look for brows, is that too browy? I don't know. I think that's good. I think that looks good. So we're going to go on to eyes. So it really drew me to this picture of Florence were her eyes. They just look so sultry but natural at the same time. So I'm just going to go in with maybe a couple shades and kind of make my own cocktail that kind of looks like that. I'm going to go in with the Merit Cheek Color in the same shade that I used for my cheeks. And I'm going to just set that on the top of my lid because, oops, I really don't think I have a shade that is as close to Florence's, and for some reason when I tried this out it looked so similar to me, so I just wanted to add that as a little bit of a base. It's nice and sticky, so all of the eyeshadow will stick to it, and I might even add a little bit more on after, so we'll see about that. But then next I'm going to just take a big fluffy brush and put a base color on. Taking the Jeffree Star Conspiracy palette, purchased a long while ago, don't worry. Just going to blend that out a little bit. I'm taking this shade Tannicon, which is kind of like a tan. Ah, that makes sense why they would have named it that, huh? Tannicon. But just take it like that and kind of wing it out a little bit on to the eyes, just to make my eyes look a little bit bigger once we're all done. More of this blush. I think the biggest thing for making your beauty routine like minimalist and stuff is using products in different ways, because I feel like you wouldn't think to put a pink or like a cheek shade all the time on your eyes, but I think it's really pretty and actually looks more natural than you would think. So I did that, and then I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. Glow Gleam palette just to use this one shade right here that I have. This one shade right here looks to me like what Florence is using or is wearing. I don't know, I mean, I'm sure it's not this one because this is a bronzer palette, but I thought it would look good with the whole look. So I like to use my fingers just because I feel like it really enhances the shimmer on shimmer eyeshadows for me on my skin, and I feel like that kind of looks pretty on point to the color she's wearing. I mean, you know, sometimes you gotta mix and match. But I feel like any rosy, shimmery shade would work. One that can be mistaken for like a brown, it's like a very taupey based pink. It seems like what's on her eyes, and I just think it's really pretty and delicate. Yeah, and she has green eyes, which I do as well. So I feel like that color is really pretty on green eyes as well. Normally, I don't put anything under my eyes, but I think I am going to go in with this Tannicon shade just to press it under my my eyelashes, because I think that might pull the whole look in. So I'm just taking a little tiny brush to do that. I'm going to take like a pink shimmery, just kind of, might be too pink. I was thinking about taking this pink e.l.f. Shimmer, but I think it might be a little bit too pink for what I'm going for, so I'm going to skip that step because I feel like we're in a good spot where we're at. Now I'm just going to go in with my Physicians Formula palette and just take a nice natural pinky nude shade, like or a cream, and go in on the inner corner of my eye just to add a little bit of a highlight because it has that going on. So I'm actually going to take that same shade and just bring it down my nose a little bit, just to add a little bit more of a pop. Kind of to anchor it all, it looks like she has a little bit of eyeliner on, so I'm just going to do a tiny little flick. I'm going with a dark brown. I think she's wearing a black, but I really like this Physicians Formula eyeliner, and so I think I'm going to use that just because it kind of, to me, goes better with the look that I have going. See, just a tiny, tiny little bit of a flick. Look even now. I don't know. I might add a tiny bit under my under eye just to kind of define it. Go back in with this powder and this Merit brush just to kind of make sure everything under the eye is set. Helps like make my face look like it's like awake. And so I like to do that at the end and just kind of like, you know, anywhere that's getting a little bit too shiny. Okay, and then what I thought was really cool was that actually in this article it says they use like an $8 Maybelline, I want to say, mascara. But I looked at the like the spoolie part or the brush part, and it looked almost the exact same as this Merit mascara. Well, that's perfect because I already have that. And so I'm using the Merit Perfect Black Lengthening Mascara, which I've grown to love this one. At first I thought it didn't give me enough oomph, but I think as it dried out a little bit, it's gotten a little bit darker, and I'm used to like these chunky mascaras that really make your like eyelashes look really thick, but this one makes them long, like they're really healthy and like naturally on there, you know. I brush and just brush out all of the mascara I got. But see how pretty this mascara looks? I love it, especially with eyeliner, because like it actually makes my lashes go over the eyeliner. Love that. It's kind of like it for the eyes and the face. And lastly, I think the most important part of this is her lips. She has a very beautiful lip shape, and in this particular photo, she has really pretty like pink, nudie, peachy shade on, I would call that. And so I'm gonna do kind of like a little cocktail of things. I'm gonna start out with a lip liner. Same thing I use for my brows, the Alley-Oop Pen Pal in Rouge. And this I feel like would be really pretty color. Overlining a little bit because we're just trying to stick to our natural look as much as we can. There we go. Okay, and then next, surprise, I'm going in with the Merit Cheeky cheek color yet again because, like I said, I like to reuse products all over my face for things they're not technically meant for. That's my favorite thing to do. So I'm just adding this as a nice little like lipstick layer over. Oh my god, wait. I think the shade looks so similar. Hello? Does it? A little concoction, I feel like it kind of does. Last I'm going in with the Merit Lip Oil and Au Naturel. I love a good lip cocktail of like a bunch of different colors to make the perfect one. I don't know. Okay. I mean, hey, I wouldn't say that I look too much like Florence Pugh, but I think the makeup looks pretty similar. Like, okay, let me try to pose like her. I was going to do my hair the same way as this, but I was like, no, I'm going to embrace my natural self. I'm going to wear my natural hair, and so that's what I did. But anyway, I'm sorry, I can't do that for long. I'm just trying. I'm trying. And my hair is so grown out right now. But anyway, it's so cringy. Anyway, so this is the final look. I had so much fun with this. I feel like this could be like an easy everyday look that still could like move into like the evening very easily. At the end of this video, this is the look. I hope you guys had fun with me. I had so much fun doing this. I love trying to figure out these looks and stuff. Thank you again so much to Merit for sponsoring this video, and to Florence Pugh. I was gonna say to Florence Pugh for being a part of this, unwillingly, unknowingly, but she was the inspiration for this. So thanks to her, and thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys so much. I will talk to you next time. Until then, laters.